it's Miss Amelia at the Polk County Public Libraries, and today I'm going to show you how to make this week's Take and Make kit, which is a 3D unicorn buddy. And it looks just like this, and it's so much fun. I can't wait to show you. Before we get started, I wanted to tell you to check online with your parents to see some upcoming in-person programs that are going to be happening at the library. So I know we've been online seeing each other for a little while, but now you can come back to the library for some fun programs, and I can't wait to see you. All right. Also, if you stop by the library this week, the Columbus or Saluda Library, you can pick up a free Take and Make kit with all of the materials to make this cool unicorn craft. So let's get started. All right, friends, inside your kit you have several different things. You will need all of the materials in your kit, as well as a pair of scissors and a pencil for this activity. So I'm going to take out all of my pieces. I have a glue stick. I have my unicorn body parts. So I've got a head, a tail, and a circle. And this circle is going to be very important because we're going to need to cut 10 circles that are this size for our unicorn's body. You have some information about upcoming kids programs. I talked a little bit about those at the beginning of this video, and then there's also informational slides at the end of this video too. I'm gonna set that out of the way. You have 10 pieces of paper, and that is what you're going to use to cut out your unicorn body circles with. And you also have a piece of string, and that is what's going to help us to hang our 3D unicorn buddy up at the end of our activity. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to cut my unicorn circles out, and this is going to be the body. So I'm going to cut the circle out of the big page, and I'm going to cut it all the way around on the circle line. And recycle my scrap paper. Now that I have a nice template for my circle body pieces, I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to trace on my paper my circles, and you're going to need 10 of them. You could fit 2 on one page if you want, or you actually have 10 little quarter pieces of paper that you can put them onto. So I'm going to try to fit 2 on a piece of paper. And remember, you're going to need 10, so you're going to want to draw this 10 different times, okay? I'm going to set that over to the side. I'm going to pick out a tail, and I'm going to use this tail so that my unicorn is going to be facing to the right. So I've got that tail, and that means I have to use the unicorn head that is facing to the right as well. So I'm going to cut that off and recycle my unicorn that's headed to the left. Same thing with the left tail. I'm going to recycle that. Okay, make sure you don't throw this piece of paper away. It looks like a scrap piece of paper, but these are actually our unicorn's legs and hooves. So you're going to want to cut these out and make sure you do not lose them. If you accidentally lose them, it's not a big deal. These are the easiest piece of the unicorn to duplicate. So if you happen to lose them, that's okay, but try not to. I'm going to set the unicorn's legs over to the side here and recycle my other pieces. Now I'm going to cut out the unicorn's head, and I'm going to be very careful when I do this because you don't want to accidentally cut off the unicorn's horn, otherwise it would just look like a horse. So make sure you're really careful with this part. And if you have not used scissors before, make sure that you have an adult or an older sibling with you that can help you with cutting your unicorn out. Okay, and this gets kind of tricky because you want to make sure you get the curves of the unicorn's hair. Okay, and we're going to trim right here at the unicorn's neck. And cut off all of our white pieces, so try to follow along with the lines the best that you can. And it's kind of hard, but I'm going to set my unicorn's head over to the side with the feet, and I'm going to cut out the tail. I'm going to cut my 10 circles after this, so I am going to pause the video so I have enough time to cut out all 10 circles, and then I will meet you back on the next video slide so that you can see how to assemble your unicorn. Okay, our next step, since we have all of our circles, is to fold our circles in half. So we're going to fold each one in half and set it over to the side. Next, we're going to take our glue stick and we're going to start piling these circles on to make our unicorn's 3D tummy. So we're just going to pile them on and just put a little bit of glue. It won't take a lot to hold it together. You want to make sure that your stack is lining up. Okay, and as you start adding pieces, you'll see that the unicorn's body is starting to fill out more. And one more. So we've got our unicorn's body is kind of coming together now. We're going to add the head, the feet, and the tail. So go ahead and add glue to that last side, and we're going to make it circle all the way around to touch the other one. So now you can see that we have a nice sphere for our body, and it'll spread out on its own. Okay, now we have like a 3D ball. We're going to take a little bit of glue and put it on the neck of the unicorn and find a good spot for it and just push it all the way in. Okay, just like that. We're going to do the same thing with the tail, just a little bit on the tail. the same thing with the feet. Oops. My fingers are sticky, so the unicorn's feet are having a hard time sticking on. Okay. This last part you'll want to do with a piece of tape. It'll be the easiest way to put it on. And you're going to take your string and you're going to loop it together like this. And we're going to find a good spot in the back of our unicorn and we're going to tape it on. That way we can hang up our 3D unicorn friend. If you try this activity at home, take a picture of it and send it to jdickinson@polklibrary.org to be entered into our grand prize drawing. You'll get an extra entry for sending in a picture of this completed project. Have fun!